Hello there and welcome to another live chapter reading for Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Today I shall be reading from A Cold Day in Hell, Life is Hell, Book 5 by Naomi Valkyrie. Chapter 1, Hadassah. Probation. I suppose I should be grateful that's the only punishment I got outside of having my powers bound. No good deed goes unpunished, as they say. Lend some power to a fallen angel to help him save his demon girlfriend and suddenly it's the end of life as we know it in the heaven realm. Those stuffed shirts on the council need to pull the stick out of their ass. It was my angelic brother after all. I might have fought helping him for a while, but we both knew I'd give in eventually. Now here I am in the earth realm, trying to find the positive in the situation, but it's difficult to do when I've been relegated to living like a lowly human for an indefinite amount of time. I would gladly have served my sentence in hell over this dreary place. At least there I would keep busy, even if it would be fighting demons. I could use the practice, since my combat skills are minimal. Sitting around doing nothing is grating on my last nerve. The shiny orange speck on the floor glitters in the midday light shining through the window. Damn glitter. 2 weeks later and I'm still finding that crap. Damn that pixie and his stupid pranks. Just damn everything. The itch to smite something is unbearable, but without powers I can't act on it. Lunch is ready, Delilah yells up the stairs to anyone who might be in the house. This place is like a revolving door now that most of my brother Malachi's family is staying here for protection. From what I understand, an Augur demon got hold of Teevil and went through part of his mind. They don't know exactly what information the Augur demon twins may have gotten to their superiors before Teevil and Orin killed them, so the family has closed ranks, so to speak. At least I think that's what Mal said. I was only half listening. All of this mundane stuff doesn't really concern or interest me. My stomach rumbles now that food has been mentioned. The first week I was here I got away with having my meals delivered to my room, but that ended quickly. I suspect Mal is trying to force me into socialising with his family, but it won't work. I'm not interested in forming any attachments other than my existing one with my brother. Making my way down to the kitchen, I see that it's not too crowded. Presumably because everyone is out working at this time of day. Ignoring everyone who is in the room, I head for the counter and pick up a plate and some silverware, setting it on a tray to take back up to my room. Looking over the selection of food, I choose some of the spinach quiche and a fruit tart, then pour a glass of water. After getting everything on the tray, I pick it up, grab a napkin and head for the stairs. She could at least say thank you, I hear Sheridan mutter before I'm out of earshot. Me? Thank a demon? I don't think so. The only reason I'm even staying under the same roof with him is because Mal is here and he's worried about me being able to take care of myself without my powers. It's been a few hundred years, but I think I can still remember how to fight hand to hand if I need to. But I humour Mal, so it feels like he's protecting me. Once back in my room, I close the door and get settled in to read while I eat my lunch. Opening a book I found in the library downstairs, I take a bite of quiche and grimace. Human food and human stories. Maybe I am in hell after all. Chapter 2, Jezebel. Afternoon sun filters through the leaves, creating patches of light on the forest floor as I wander through the trees. I've chosen the form of a German Shepherd today. The larger dog breeds have always been my preference. My ears twitch, capturing the sounds of small animals rustling through the underbush, and the birds making music among the branches. Sometimes I like to chase the wildlife on my jaunts into the woods, but not today. Coming up to the top of the incline, I look down and take in the sunlight sparkling on the lake below. My dog is happy with the freedom of wandering the land, but the human part of me misses the solitude of the cabin that sits down below by the lakeside. Because of the increased danger, Malachi asked me to move into the guest house on Delilah's property temporarily, so I'm not too far away should danger come for us unexpectedly. I couldn't say no to Mal. He and Cass took me in when I was on the run from my past, although at the time they really thought I was a normal dog since I was wearing a collar and a tag with my name on it as part of my disguise. Still, I owe him. It's unfortunate that I'm tied to the danger they're facing now. I keep waiting for the right time to come clean, but I'm a coward. I can't ever seem to get the words out. I'm not sure why I ever thought I could outrun my trouble. Wishful thinking, I guess. I'm grateful for the reprieve I've created, however brief. The sound of a vehicle on the road by Hawthorne House filters to my ears, causing me to go on instant alert. When I recognise the engine of the patrol truck Millicent drives when she's out on rounds, I stand down. Even though I keep to myself and have intentionally kept everyone except Mal, to a certain extent, Cass, at arm's length, I still feel a duty to guard the woods as my contribution to protecting Mal's family. It's the least I can do. With my afternoon vigil completed, I meander my way back to the guest house, hoping I don't run into any of Mal's family on the way. They're all fairly pleasant people, which makes it harder to keep my distance. If I make small talk and get to know them, forming attachments when I may have to run again is not a good idea. As I break through the tree line closest to the guest house, I look around to see if anyone is out in the yard. Blessedly, the place looks still. However, movement in an upstairs window of the main house catches my eye. I'd heard that Mal's angelic sister was here, but we still haven't officially met. She'd healed me back when I was injured by a witch, but left before I ever got to meet her. Risking a chance that someone might come outside, I let myself study the woman in the window. Platinum blonde hair, perfectly symmetrical features. It's easy to see her angelic heritage. A whinny interrupts my focus on the grounded angel. Looking towards the barn, I see Lark, our resident pixie, guiding Runahura, the feathered stallion Mal's family rescued, out to the field. Not wanting to risk interaction, I run to the guest house, shift to my human form and go inside. Chapter 3. Hadassah. Staring down from the window in my room, my eyes fix on the dog standing on the lawn below. Jezebel, it has to be. Mal told me that my healing efforts from the witch incident worked and she was healthy and well. From what I've heard, she's a loner. I can relate to that regarding my first time on Earth. I'd rather not mingle. Our mutual choice to stay away from people is likely the only thing we have in common, though. Something always draws Jezebel's attention away from our stare-off, and she darts off towards the guest house, gazing out into the woods. I wonder where it is she goes every day. Does she go into the woods for exercise or simply to spend time in nature? Shaking my head, I let out an exasperated sigh. I must truly be getting bored if I'm wondering about the habits of someone who is basically a stranger to me. A knock at the door draws my attention, and I wave my hand in an opening motion. Nothing happens. For the love of all that's holy, no powers. Who is it? Mal, may I come in? Yeah. The door opens and Mal walks in, still in his sheriff's uniform, fresh off of his shift at the Juniper Lake station. I don't understand how he can be happy dealing with such mundane things when he could be in utopia in the heaven dimension. Delilah told me you've been in your room all day except to get food. Again. Why don't you at least try to connect with my family, Haddie? I have nothing in common with a bunch of demons. What about Oren? He's a hunter and carries a piece of divine spark similar to an angel. Oh, please, it's a shadow of angelic power, I snapped, resenting his meddling. He can't let me serve out my sentence in peace. You're in for a long, lonely stay if you don't drop the attitude. You're not in heaven anymore, so get used to it. Mal snaps back, losing the patient aura he's had with me until now. He turns to leave, but I stop him with a question that's been on my mind since he was exiled to Earth. Was it worth it? Were they worth it? Turning back to face me, he says, every bit. I'd do it all again. You'd fall in love with demons, the demons all over again, knowing one would die, the other would hate you for years because of it, and you'd never be allowed back into heaven. I would. Tival and I found our way back to each other as friends, and I fell in love with another demon. And speaking of another demon, I'd appreciate it if you would show Delilah respect while you're a guest in her house. I mean it, Haddie. I love you and I want to help you, but I won't let you treat my family like dirt. It would help you if you got to know them. I'm your family too. You are, and that's the reason I've let your attitude go as long as I have, but it ends now. He exits the room, leaving me speechless. Mal has always taken my side, and I'm not sure how I know how to respond to this new version of him. How to accept his family as equal to me. I hope you enjoyed the book, the chapter reading, and I hope that you'll go check it out. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.